Hey sweeties, I'm going to be showing y'all how I achieved this look. So get all your nail products and let's get into the video. All right, y'all, we are back. So, of course, we're going to need our nail stands. And then I got the putty from Temu. I really love their putty. And we're also going to be using these BT Art Box full coverage tip that I got off Amazon. They come in the sizes 0 through 9 and they fit my nails perfectly. I love how they are super sturdy. Like, I'm trying to bend it right here and it's not budging. And as I said, they come in sizes 0 to 9. The numbers are on there. So for the most part, I know my nail sizes, so I'm just going to go in and put the number that I know. This is a size 0, and y'all see how it's fitting sidewall to sidewall. That's exactly how you want your full coverage tips to fit, just so that it will, stick on your nail and last pretty long. If it doesn't fit, of course, it's going to either pop off or either stick. But if they do stick and they don't fit properly, then eventually they'll start to hurt. That happened to me before and I didn't notice it until I realized that, okay, these nails are too small. But I'm just going in and sizing all of my nails. You will see that once I get to the pinky nail that there are 2 different sizes that I'm going to be trying out, the size 8 and the size 9. One is too big and one is too small. So when it comes to that situation, you always want to choose the bigger option. So right here, I'm just going to show y'all how the options fit on my finger. This is the bigger size, which is a size 8, and then the size 9 is going to show a little bit, show my natural nail a little bit. So you don't want that. You always want to go with the bigger size just so you can file it down just to fit your natural nail. Now, these full coverage tips, they do already come shaped. Like, you don't have to taper them if you don't want. I don't, so I'm just going to go in and cut them down a bit. I need a pretty normal length nail just so I can maneuver throughout the day. I do have 3 children, so long nails, I can't get nothing done with them, although I do love them on other people. So I'm just cutting them down, and there is an easier way to do this, like with magnets. So you would get tiny magnets. You can get them from Temu. You could get them from Amazon. You could pretty much get them from anywhere. And you would put the magnets on the nail cutter and then just use that as a guide, just so all of your nails can be the same length. But I chose to just use one nail and go ahead and just cut in each other nail according to the length of the starter nail, I guess. Now, some nails are a little bit longer than the others, not too long, y'all, just a little tiny bit. And that's okay because we are going to square them out and file them down just to make them look a little bit more neater. So it's okay if it's 0.3 inches longer than the previous nail that you cut. So I'm just going ahead and finishing off the pinky nail, I think this is, and just cutting it to the same length. And then after that, we are going to square them out, file them, and buff them. So if you are new here, I just want to give you a little background of the channel. We do hauls, we do DIYs, and we do blog, self-care, a bunch of girly things. So if you like this type of content, definitely consider subscribing to the channel. Leave me a comment because I do like to welcome each and every person to the channel, and I do respond to all of my comments. So yeah, definitely consider subscribing. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine. Just please like the video if you like it. If you don't like it, dislike it. But some type of engagement will definitely help my channel grow and, allow YouTube to push my videos out. All right, so we are done cutting them. Now we are going to, like I said, size them down. Not size them down. We just did that. We're going to square them out, file them, and buff them so the shine can come off of the nail tip. So me personally, I do like to take it off the nail stand just because I don't have time for it to keep popping off of the nail stand. I'd rather just hold it in my hand. And the nail is long enough where I'm not nipping myself or anything like that. So I'm just squaring it out. And the type of nails these are, when you file them, it does leave like, I'll say, a lip of like excess nail. Like, y'all see me lifting it up, and then I'm just going to buff it off just so I can see the actual shape, just to make sure I don't have to go back in or not. But as I'm filing it or squaring it out, I am putting it back on my nail, my natural nail, just to see how it's looking, just to see if it's even, if it's squared, or if it's slanted, and just repeating the process, filing, taking off that little lip, and checking it. That's pretty much it. And now I'm just going in and buffing all of the shine. You want to buff the shine just so your polish can adhere to the nail tip better. Now, like I tell y'all in all of my nail videos, I got these nail files and this nail buffer, both from Temu. I really like them. I'll link them down below for y'all. But that's how you want your nail tip to look. Shine free. You dust it off and you place it back on your nail stand. So once you are satisfied, you just want to go in and, you know, complete the same process with the other nails. And I'm actually going to do that off camera, just so I won't bore y'all with the same process on all 5 fingers. Once you have completed that, you want to go in with some base coat. I am using Madame Glam's base coat, and they sent this to me and I've been using it ever since. I don't use any other base coat. I do have other brands, but this is my preference. But anyway, go in with a thin layer of base coat of your choice. I do have some linked on my Amazon storefront. I will link Madame Glam's website as well, just in case you guys want to try it out. And I do have a discount code with them. But anyway, yeah, a thin layer of base coat, and then you want to cure it. I always cure for 60 seconds. And once you are done with that, you can go ahead and start on your polish. So I also use this Madame Glam Pink Builder Gel. It's like a very, very, very soft pink. And it's one of my favorites. I use this just about in all of my sets ever since I got it. So it's super thick, so you may need to cure it for longer than 60 seconds. You may not. It's totally up to your preference. I only cure it for 60 seconds, but I go in with a thin layer of this, and I'm going to do 2 layers. So I'm going to do 1 layer on camera and then the other layer off. But yeah, I skipped 1 nail because I want an accent nail where it's like 1 full color, and y'all will see the color that I will be using next. It is a Madame Glam color as well, but that's how the pink builder gel is looking. Of course, you build on more coats or more layers just to make it more pigmented or more darker, but I'm using this color here. It's the fall, so I felt like it is perfect for my first fall set of the season. So they're going in with this magnetic color from Madame Glam. Super pretty. Now this polish is not as thick as the pink builder gel, and I like that for me. But after you cure that for 60 seconds, you can go in with your design. As mentioned, I did do 2 coats of both colors, but I did that off camera, and I cured for 60 seconds in between each coat. This is a disclaimer. If I sound like I am out of breath, I am very much so. Like, I am 32 weeks pregnant, and this baby is literally all baby. No space, no nothing is taking up all of my energy and my breath. But anyway, y'all, I am doing a French tip on all of the nails except for 1, and then we are going to go in with a sweater design. So when it comes to the French tip, I'm still learning. Yes, I am. I'm still learning. I feel like my French tips on the thumb never comes out right, but the other fingers it does. It's just giving very much wide to me, but with practice, it will get better. And then with the design that I'm going to be doing today, I felt like it will look much better on a very long nail. But y'all know, I'm not wearing no long nails. And I'm not trying to waste my nail tips on nails that I'm not going to be wearing. You feel me? So we are going to do a normal length and still try to achieve the sweater French tip design that I'm going for. So one coat on each of the nails with the French, and then of course cure it for 60 seconds, and then you go in with a second coat. And then another thing with this design, I felt like it didn't come out right because of this brush. This brush is super old. It's over, I would say, almost a year old, and is not thin enough for me. I couldn't find my new brushes that I got from Temu. They're shorter, like the brush part is not as long, but it is skinnier. But anyway, I'm going over it with a matte top coat because in my last video, I did a sweater design and I put the matte coat on it, and I told y'all I didn't know why, but I honestly liked the way it came out. So we're going to do it again. So I'm putting a thin layer of matte top coat. This top coat is from Beetles, and I did get it off Amazon. So I'll link that down below for y'all as well. But you put your thin layer and you cure it, and then I'm going to go in with my sweater design. So right here is where I realized that my brush is not skinny enough, is too fat, is not giving what it's supposed to give. So my design didn't come out the right way on the French tips. On this nail, it came out pretty okay. So I'm doing the sweater design, and I feel like this is the easiest way to do it, and it comes out looking the best to me. So when it comes to these sweater designs, you definitely want your polish to be a little bit raised. So you just draw lines on each side, and then you connect the lines. And then you draw the lines on the side, and if you have room, you could put the little dots or the little slanted lines on the far side, but I didn't have any room. So like I said, you want it to be raised a bit so it can give it that 3D effect. You want to take some clear acrylic powder and then just dump it on there. You don't cure it. You cure it afterwards, after the powder is on. So you get that all soaked up with the powder, and like I mentioned in my last video, nobody is using this powder. I won't be using this on anybody's fingers, so I'm just going to dump it right back in there, and that's how it's looking. So I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of the nails, and I think this is the only nail that I do on camera with y'all, the only French camera. The French camera, what am I talking about? The only French sweater nail on camera. So I did a little sweater in the middle, and then on the sides I'm going to add those slanted lines, and then just repeat the same process by adding on the acrylic powder. Please get y'all a skinny brush. This brush was not, it was like pissing me off, but for the life of me, I could not find the brush that I wanted to use at the time that I wanted to use it. I found it after the video though. I sure did. But anyway, once everything is cured, you go ahead, you dust it off. And I don't know if y'all can see it, but my polish is smeared. It connected with the other polish. And as I'm looking at my nails right now, it's still giving sweater design, but it's giving like fat and bulky. It's not giving thin and precise and cute. But nonetheless, I think it still came out cute. I dust them off, and I did wipe it down with an alcohol pad. So after that, I'm just going in on like the base of it with a top coat. I'm not putting a top coat over the sweater design, and I'm just top coating the bottom. Now I usually use Madam Glam's top coat as well, but I was on TikTok just scrolling nail ideas on TikTok, and everybody was using this top coat, and I don't know the name of it. Let me see, what is it called? It's called Cooper Gelfinity Gel Top Gel Soak Off No Wipe, and it got a red little top. I got it off of Amazon. It wasn't cheap, but they saying that it's the best one. I don't know. Madam Glam is super shiny, so we gonna see how this hold up. But anyway, I took the nails off and I'm just shaping them out because they did look a little bulky at the top from the polish. So just square them out again and they'll be fine. So after you square them out, give them another little dust off, a little wipe off, and then you can go ahead and apply them. If you have made it this far in the video, I want you to give me a green, no, not a green, something fall emoji in the comments below. And as I said in my last video, definitely still give me some nail ideas that y'all would like me to try. I do have a couple collabs coming up, but I would love your input on definitely what y'all want to see. So I'm just using KDS nail glue and applying my nails. Sometimes if I don't push my cuticles back with like the cuticle pusher, I would use the actual nail just to push my cuticles back a little bit and just applying them. But I think they came out okay. There are times where your nails don't come out the way you wanted to come out. They're okay. I like the color, I like the idea, but if I had the better brush, then it would have been bomb. But y'all seen how I was filing that pinky nail? Remember in the beginning I said it was a little bit big, so I just filed it out and shaped it so it can, you know, fit my natural nail. After that, we go in with some cuticle oil, rub that all the way through, and here's the finished product. I think it came out okay, like I said. I'm not mad at it. I'm gonna wear them. Trust and believe that. But they're cute. But anyway, y'all, I thank y'all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe.